Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome back to RobMotive. I'm out here cruising around, as I often am, in the Toyota Tacoma, and I've been thinking about a few things lately. Maybe a different direction to go in my thinking with how I operate with the Toyota Tacoma. Let me tell you a little story first. It's story time. Recently, my mother decided that she wanted to get an older Jeep, a two-door TJ. And this happened probably because that's what she saw sitting at a used car dealer in the area here. So she did. She bought a used Jeep TJ. And it's awesome. Needs a lot of work, a lot of little things done. Seems to be mechanically sound. Body seems to be pretty good. So I think she made a good decision. You can see more of that coming up in the future on my other channel. It is Tundra Mission. Used to be RobMotive JT, where I focused on the Jeep Gladiator. But since I have such a big community out there, or a community of Jeep people, I thought I'm going to do some more stuff with the Jeep. So I'm going to put some of that on that channel, the redo or remodel of that truck and whatnot. So if you're interested in those kind of things, then you might want to go over, subscribe to that channel. It'll be coming in the future. So how does this relate to the Toyota Tacoma? Well, you know, we have the redesign coming, which I'm planning on getting. I've mentioned numerous times on the channel. I've also changed my mind a few times about the trim level or the model. And I've decided it would be the new Trail Hunter in the hybrid form. Because I want to experience everything that Toyota is offering in this new remodel. In other words, I'm not looking to do it in steps. I don't want the SR, then the SR5. I've gone that route before, sort of, and I'm going to take a different direction there as well. But because of this older Jeep thing that my mom is doing, it's kind of gotten me thinking a little bit about doing something like that with a Toyota Tacoma. In other words, purchasing an older Toyota Tacoma and then redoing it, fixing it up, lifting it, you know, the whole gamut, as long as it's mechanically sound. I'm not looking to do anything with the engine or transmission or anything like that. And I would like to have it in manual form. I love manual transmissions, even though I wasn't real impressed with Toyota's current offering in the manual. Still, I love to drive manuals, and I think the older ones might even be a little bit better. They can't be worse because Toyota really hasn't improved the manual transmission at all, but given different weights and technologies and things like that in that older truck, I think it could actually be a little bit better. So my thinking is to eventually, we will trade this one off on the new one and then pick up, or keep my eyes open, I guess, for a late, pretty old Toyota Tacoma, or just Toyota truck for that matter, and then redo it, put my touch on it, because I love the body style of those older trucks. And I'm talking about, yeah, maybe 15 to 20 years, something like that. I'm not talking about going back to 1830 or anything, you know, where you need an actual horse to drive it around. I'm sure Toyota's been around that long. But I am talking about some of the older, probably single cab, which I think are really cool, by the way. There is a blue one that I see circulating. I think it's on Facebook or maybe Instagram once in a while, that somebody has redone. I think it has a couple of claw marks in white on the front. I don't recall. If you're a Toyota enthusiast, you've probably seen it. But that truck looks freaking awesome. I would love to have a truck like that. Heck, I would love to have that truck. Although I'm sure if they were to sell that truck, they probably would be asking a fortune for it, because it's gorgeous, at least on the outside. I don't think I've ever seen the inside of it. But wouldn't that be a fun project? I'm curious if anybody out there has actually done it. If any of my viewers have bought an older Toyota Tacoma, and I don't mean like 5 years older, I mean 10, 15 to 20 years older, and actually gone through the redo process, how it went for you. Were you able to find parts? Was it relatively simple to do? I'm not a mechanic, and that's one reason why I say I'm not interested in any engine type stuff. Although I can do little things. And I suppose with the internet, I mean, I think I could actually perform brain surgery with the internet. You know, you just look up a video and you're a surgeon. I'm not sure if anybody would be willing to let me do it, but I could probably wade my way through an engine rebuild or something if I had the right instruction to do it. So I'm curious if anybody has done it and what your experience with it was. Was it worth it? Did you actually see it to the end, finish the truck, get it the way that you wanted? Do you still have it? And did you feel if you did sell it, because I probably would eventually, maybe not, depends on how well it came out, I guess. But when you did sell it, did you find that you were able to get a good chunk of your money back? Because let's be honest, in doing something like this, it's not cheap. You're going to be buying a lot of parts. You may have to hire somebody to do something if it needs any engine work or transmission work or anything like that, brakes, stuff that I'm not well versed in. So I'm just curious if you got a good chunk of your money back, or maybe you made some money on it if you did all of the work yourself and were pretty price conscious about the kind of things that you put into it. I'd just be curious to know. Anyway, leave a comment. Let me know what you think of that. Good idea, bad idea, or who cares? Leave a thumbs up on the video anyway, and don't forget to click the subscribe button. Thanks for watching. Stay safe out there. Bye.